The human brain, the most important organ in the body. It's responsible for our thoughts, memories, and emotions. It defines us as an individual. Alzheimer's destroys those thoughts, memories, and emotions, meaning that basic human functions, which we all take for granted, are compromised.
Alzheimer's is a disease that affects mostly the elderly. It affects people's day-to-day memory, their functioning, how they go about their day, whether they can cook, clean. Once it gets to the very advanced stage, they can't really look after themselves. They require full care.
On the left, we have a patient's slice of brain that was suffering with Alzheimer's disease. On the right, we have a slice of brain where the patient didn't suffer with dementia, but was at the same age and gender as the patient with dementia. The thing to notice is how much smaller this slice of brain is, and that this one has lost so much more tissue than the one without dementia. As you can see, Alzheimer's destroys parts of the brain. This is because of proteins called plaques and tangles that gather in the brain and kill off brain cells. It slowly spreads throughout the brain, which is why there are the different stages of the disease. It starts in the hippocampus, a place where recent memories are formed. This makes it difficult to form new memories. Next, it moves to the part of the brain where logical thoughts take place, making it difficult to make plans and solve problems. Next, it affects a person's emotions, affecting their mood and feelings. Then it affects a section of the brain which controls how we see, smell and hear. It affects the ability to perceive things, which causes hallucinations. And then, in the final stages of the disease, it destroys the person's oldest and most valuable memories. Finally, it affects a person's coordination and balance, and eventually affects the signals to the heart and lungs, which causes death. BRACE is a charity that has raised millions of pounds for research into this devastating disease. It funds several projects around the Bristol area. One of these projects takes place at the Bristol Brain Bank at Frenchay Hospital in Bristol.
So to date we have 815 brains in the brain bank, which makes us one of the largest dementia brain banks in Europe. So these freezers, we use to store half of the brain donations that come in at -80 degrees. Because of our expanding collection of brains, BRACE actually bought us 2 of these freezers in the last 2 years, which means that we're able to keep accepting brain donations.
So in Alzheimer's brains, we see deposits of protein that build up, and I'm looking at a specific set of proteins that break down these deposits in the Alzheimer's brains. So I've been measuring their levels in Alzheimer's brains and non-Alzheimer's brains to see if there's some difference going on, which may be causing Alzheimer's disease in the first place.
Another project BRACE is funding is related to visual attention in Alzheimer's. It involves a piece of equipment called an eye tracker. This computer sends round circles to the participant's screen, which the participant is required to focus on each circle. A camera focusing on the participant's eye records where the eye is looking. The data gathered from testing volunteers with and without Alzheimer's shows that people with the disease have more difficulty attending than people without.
We are able to live much longer, and it's about 5% of over 65-year-olds are known to be affected with dementia, and that figure increases to about 30% in over 80-year-olds. So more and more people will know someone who is affected with the disease, as it's more likely that our grandparents and in the future our parents will suffer.
Alzheimer's is increasing faster than ever before. At the moment, the number of people in the UK with Alzheimer's is 700,000. This is expected to double by 2040. There are many ways to help join the fight against Alzheimer's. Raise awareness, take part in sponsored events, donate money or items, Go to buy.at/brace and buy from many popular sites. And the best thing of all is you don't have to pay a penny extra, as the companies involved have agreed to donate part of the profit made from you to Brace. Join a Facebook group, join a YouTube channel,